Hello and welcome to my second Medieval 2 Total War multiplayer battle. This is, as you can see, an English versus French battle. Or rather, England versus France, I should say. Yeah, I'm still horrible at commentary, I know. Anyway, this is my first battle messing around with stakes, so, as you can probably tell, I've likely deployed them wrong. Anyway, hopefully this will be a little less laggy than my last one. There are, as you can see, no trees anywhere. I also did a little tweaking with the graphics, so it should come out a little better now. Anyway, what you can see here, I've got four of these retinue longnobin, two dismounted feudal knights, two armored swordsmen, as well as two dismounted English knights. Now, I've got some upgrades on most of these guys, but I can't remember what they were. I've also got three of these feudal knights, the mounted version anyway, and I'm playing against a guy I met last night by the name of jerryisapro. Now, I did a few battles with him, so you're gonna see a couple of replays with him in here. Anyway, as you can see, he opens up with this flanking move on his cavalry, and as you can see, I'm trying to meet him with mine. Well, my archers decide to light the daylights out of him. Anyway, this doesn't go anywhere particularly fast, so for the most part, I'm just going to fast forward through this bit, since not much really happens. Okay, as you can see, I've rearranged my formation a little bit, so I'm a little tighter packed, and I'm bringing some infantry back to support my main line. He's charging up some peasants, probably in the hopes of absorbing some of my arrows, but I'm ignoring them. One thing you will notice is he's got a lot of archers, and I mean a lot. Apparently this was a skirmish fight, and no one told me, so I'm horribly outgunned. My infantry, however, is better. His cavalry has a distinct advantage over me, though. But I digress. Now, it turns out I forgot to take these guys off skirmish mode, so they start to run away. But as you can see, I caught them. My opponent here, Jerry, he did something I had not expected, which is he just took his peasants and ran them right through the stakes. He just goes through and disrupts my archers right there. Oh, and if you can't see, I've got my heavy infantry in the gaps between the stakes. I was hoping that they would do a little more to disrupt infantry, but apparently they only really work against cav. I'll have to remember that in the future. As you can see, I'm making priority targets out of his heavy infantry, these dismounted noble knights here. Those are what my archers are aiming for, and his cavalry has decided to charge in, and I've met him head on. He's got some Templar knights here mixed in with some lancers. My feudal knights are actually doing pretty well there. Over here, he's got noble knights, mounted noble knights anyway, and right about now they've pretty much gotten hosed. Although I do lose a unit of archers here. And it kind of goes back and forth like this. My cavalry chases his, he chases mine, etc. And I'm going to lose my cavalry in just a minute here. But for the most part, this melee fight goes nowhere particularly fast. He's beating up my archers, they aren't shooting, and eventually his morale breaks, as you can see. So, that sort of does okay. I do make a mistake, or at least I didn't realize it was a mistake at the time. I end up pursuing his infantry with my own. I get my archers firing again, but he's been shooting at me this whole time with a crap ton of them. But anyway, I digress. I'm going to fast forward through this bit a little bit. As you can see, I'm trying to get some charges on his archers to stop them shooting at me, but it's not going to do much. Here, you can see me trying to kill off what remains of his heavy infantry. And I've pretty much polished off most of his light infantry, but he's still got some spear militia that I didn't actually see till right about this point in the battle. And as you can see, my cav has completely routed. And I got another unit over here, once again trying to go for these Scots Guard archers. Still trying to kill off this unit of noble knights, dismounted anyway. They're annoyingly tough.
The enemy general has no honor. He flees our foolish general.
And there I go.
our chance
lost my
for
general right
victory,
there,
win
which
it.
probably killed me right away. Because as you can see, yes, I route this unit of dismounted noble knights, but as I charge into this blob of light infantry with his archers shooting at me this whole time, fast forward a little bit, give you some close-ups so you can watch my horrible
By St.
graphics.
George, we've captured the enemy's general. That'll teach the cowardly dog to turn tail and run.
But too little, too
Lord
late.
have mercy, we've lost half of our men.
Yep. As you can see, more of his units are routing. Some of the Scots Guard actually routed, which I didn't notice in the battle. But overall, it's just not enough. Here I made a big mistake. I turned my back to the enemy so they could just
The
keep
enemy are
shooting me in the
badly
ass.
bloodied. They have lost half their men.
As you can see, my archers are still shooting. I had to reorganize them since they started to break up a little bit. I have no cavalry at this point, because as you can see, the last of it's routing there. And my infantry blob, yes, it's a blob. Bad move, really bad move, is chasing down some routing knights and heading straight for their Scots Guard. Or Jerry's Scotch Guard. Scott Guard, I should say. Can I speak today or not? Anyway, as you're going to see in a second, once again you see the prowess of French archers in melee. Scots Guard versus dismounted feudal knights. Scots Guard wins. You can probably see that coming, because as you can see, they're shaken. They're not. And I've already got routing units. He's got some cavalry here, which is annoyingly still alive. I actually made a point of shooting them up with the archers, but it didn't go so well. I think I could get a volley off here in just a moment. But too little, too late. That's pretty much the whole summary for this entire battle. My entire army just breaks up. But that's the gist of it. At this point, most of the army just runs away, so I'm going to fast forward to the part where something actually happens again instead of a skirmish battle between my horribly outgunned archers. As you can see, some of my infantry has stopped routing, and I tried to rally behind the archers here. Unfortunately, it's still not enough. He's got all of these archers left, and some of his infantry still intact. And he's just got so many. But anyway, this is actually his first battle. Like me, he does pretty well. And I actually learned quite a bit from him. He apparently has been playing the campaigns for some time and has beat them all on hard and very hard, etc. So he knows what he's doing. But this is his first multiplayer battle. And I can honestly say he thoroughly trashes my ass. As you can see, some of his spear militia coming in here to tangle with my archers. Don't have enough of my infantry left to really deal with them. And there's, more of these knights. Wow, these guys ever die? But this is going to be short, bloody, and horribly unpleasant for my guys. But he fought well. He did really, really well, and he definitely earned this fight. It did teach me something very important, though. Unlike Rome Total War, just getting a bunch of elite units doesn't work, which is good. I hate it when people spam elite units in Rome. And I promise, get some multiplayer videos of that out eventually. But for now, it's medieval, and that's about it. Anyway, as you can see, I'm giving a last hurrah, chasing down some of his routing knights, and I'm getting showered in a rain of arrows. And this is going to get pretty ugly for my guys. Just can't do enough. Those Scots Guard are really, really effective. Anyway, I'm going to fast forward a little bit since nothing really happens here. I just chase some routing units and get shot to hell. Some archers coming back.
Pray something changes in the course of battle, for defeat seems almost certain.
Yeah, got into melee there for a short moment, but trashed by a nice flaming barrage by those Scots Guard. And at this point, he just basically runs me down and my archers break.
Our enemies may have won this battle, but they've not won this war.
As you can see, here's the results screen, and I did really badly. I really did, but he did really, really well, especially for his first multiplayer battle. Kind of like me, but better. Anyway, there's that battle, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, please give me a rating, a comment, and let me know what you didn't like or did like. I'm always looking to improve.